Here's a painter who's thinking, what is the most I can reduce my painting to and still create a painting? Kasimir Malevich, White on White, 1918. So, here we go. This painting may be very difficult for some of you or many of you. It's the old, oh, I could do that argument. So I'm going to get to that argument later. But before I get to that, I want to just talk about this painting. So this is 1918. This is like Cubism and post-Cubism and synthetic Cubism and Futurism and post-Impressionism. And this guy is so far ahead of his time, creating minimalism before anybody knew what minimalism even was or could be or that could even exist. So even though it's a rectangle in a rectangle, he has tension. He's tilted that rectangle. He has a figure-ground relationship. He has negative spaces that change, right? All of the different negative spaces around that rectangle are different from each other. He has a dark and a light, even though it's all white. He's tilted that rectangle in such a way that it has a different relationship with all four sides of the canvas. So he's really paying attention formally, by formally I mean visually, to what's actually going on there and creating all the elements that a good formal aesthetic painting has. And so he's so far ahead of his time, and I do not believe that Malevich has ever actually gotten the credit that this artist deserves for thinking like this in 1918 when no other artists were thinking like this. This could have been made in 1956 easily and nobody would have batted an eyelash. So that's like a 40-year difference of how far ahead of his time he was. Now, in terms of anybody could make this. Well, yes, there are many people that understand paint who could make this. That doesn't really change anything. So, there are many musicians who can play the Beatles. I actually can play some Beatles songs on my bass guitar, but I'm not the Beatles. Right? Because other people can reproduce what somebody else did does not change the impact that those originators actually had, right? The impact of the Beatles on music is immeasurable. And because somebody can play that song, that doesn't change it. The impact that Malevich had on how people think about painting is immeasurable. And that doesn't change it because somebody else could recreate it, right? The power is in the originator of the idea. So hold on to that thought. Take that with you. Think about that a little bit. The power is with the originator of the idea.